Hi, this is the Professor Nick Harrison. It's the Professor 318 on all social media, and you are watching Drinkin at Moe's.
All right, everybody, welcome to Drinkin at Moe's. Your host, Big Mo here. YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications because there's going to be a lot of content coming, especially with my trip to Warrior Wrestling. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. Just leave us a rating while you're there. It definitely helps out. Today, I am pretty damn excited. I have with me, I call him the TikTok professor because he's just blowing up all over TikTok. Lots of great wrestling content. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I am doing just fine. Got some big news outside of the show that I'll share off camera because my wife would probably kill me if I shared it right now. But I do got my trip to Warrior Wrestling in St. Louis coming up that I'm pretty damn excited about. I got invited to be a part of their fan fest. And there's a local ice cream shop, pretty popular here in Omaha, that I reached out to maybe get a sponsorship because they sponsor a promotion in town. And long story short, they're going to make a flavor after me.
Pretty impressive.
So it's like, holy crap. Thinking I was going to get a simple sponsorship, and I'm getting the whole damn flavor.
That's pretty cool, man. That is awesome. Congratulations.
To start off with each of my guests is, what got you started as a fan of professional wrestling?
Well, I became a fan of professional wrestling when I was a small child. I would sit on the floor and watch it with my uncle and just became enthralled by everything that I saw, the stories, the characters. It was larger than life for me then, and it's still larger than life for me now. So I've kept that childlike wonder 42 years of life.
That is awesome. They're kind of similar to me. I believe tracing it back, one of my uncles got me started in it, and just seeing, like you said, some of the larger than life guys. Like I remember growing up, the early days of the Road Warriors. Those two were some of my favorites, and I actually got to see them live once. And when that music hit, I was up on my feet from the time they came out to the time they went back. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's the thing about professional wrestling, man. It pulls you in, it keeps you enthralled, and it gets you excited. So that's what I try to do with my content is, share that excitement that it gives me with everybody else.
Mm-hmm. And that's very similar to what I'm trying to do with the show here, is share my love of it, share my excitement for it, and hopefully get more people into it. I mean, I've had some good feedback so far, so I guess we'll see. Before we get to your content, who are some of your favorites growing up?
I was a big fan of a lot of the NWA guys. Your Stings, your Lex Lugers, your Ric Flairs, Four Horsemen, of course, the Road Warriors, Magnum TA, Dusty Rhodes, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. The list goes on. And then moving into the WWF, WWE, a lot of their largest, a lot of people who were big with him as well. Macho Man Randy Savage, your Andre the Giant, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, just a lot of really cool, really great guys. And then moving up into, later in life with your Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and a lot of just really good Sting again, but just different kind of Sting, NWA, the NWO, all these guys is really, really, really cool. So it's just so many that it's hard for me to name all of them, but a lot of just really great professional wrestlers that I grew up just really that really got me into it.
Oh yeah, no, I can totally understand you there. When I turned 39 in July, and when people that have watched professional wrestling as long as you and I both have, it can definitely be kind of hard to name off like all of your favorites. You might try to limit it to like a few, because I know for me, like if I were to list them all, it would definitely take a little while.
Yeah, it'd take a minute.
All right, so a lot of people might recognize you from, I brought it up in the little introduction, TikTok, like wrestling themed content. Where do you get some of your ideas for those?
A lot of it comes from just being a student and watching everything that comes on, and even stuff that isn't on, like the stuff that's an internet only content, and just trying to keep up with what's going on in the world of professional wrestling and matching it with different popular sounds and content on wherever, whether it be TikTok or Twitter or Instagram, just really trying to see what's popular and match it up with what's going on in professional wrestling. And it has people seem to enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that you definitely have been doing a good job with it. I know from the first time I saw it, I'm like, dang, like you can really tell your enthusiasm. It definitely comes across when you're watching your content.
Yeah, it makes me happy. Not gonna lie.
And one thing that really caught my eye is I saw some content with some pretty popular wrestlers. Where did the opportunity come up to do some of those things?
Well, it's some of the opportunities come up from just being connected with people in different wrestling companies, and them reaching out and saying, hey, it'd be really cool if you did this. And I'm like, well, yeah, it would be really cool if I did this. I agree. So I'm going to do it. The opportunity with AEW came up because I was actually going to a Dynamite in New Orleans, and they found out that I was coming. And they were like, we'd love for some of the guys, would love to meet you and make some stuff with you. And I said 100% absolutely. And getting to meet a lot of the AEW guys and create content with Orange Cassidy and Danhausen and Ten and Tony Storm, and getting to chill with Sean Dean for a second. It really meant a lot to me, because I really admire a lot of those guys and what they do, and with how they've moved forward in their careers, and it's very. I appreciate their appreciation, and I send the appreciation right back.
Oh yeah, you brought up two people I'm kind of curious about. Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. How was it with those two in particular? Because I mean, I've seen a lot of Danhausen's content on YouTube, and I mean, he's one entertaining character on screen. How was it to actually interact with him in person?
It's the same. They're both just really entertaining and fun guys, and it was great getting a chance to meet them and interact with them, because they're both just outstanding. Like, I can't say enough about Orange Cassidy and Danhausen, and really everybody that I got a chance to meet involved with AEW, whether it be somebody who's on screen, off screen, just getting the chance to meet and interact with them really meant the world to me. And they're all just, everybody that I've met, fantastic people.
That's awesome. I have yet to be able to go to an AEW show. I think the closest they've come to here is Kansas City, and it just just happened to be when I was in training for the job I have now, and it was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that one as much as I would have. It just wasn't gonna be able to happen. One thing we talked a lot about AEW. One thing I really like about watching their shows, and I try to tell people who, try to, I guess, be AEW haters, is just look at the crowds at their shows. Everybody's having fun. Everybody's just loving it, and it makes me realize, damn, if they come anywhere close, I want to be there. What are some of your thoughts on how AEW is doing?
For me, and I've said this about pretty much every wrestling company that anybody watches, including myself, you like what you like, man. Enjoy what you enjoy, like what you like. And I'm not somebody who's going to, insult someone else who likes a different company just because they like a different company. You like who you like. If I like AEW and you like WWE, then that doesn't mean that I'm going to tell you that the company that you like is trash. And I don't feel like you should tell me the company that I like is trash. I mean, of course, you're entitled to your opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. It's a free country. God gives us free will. You're entitled to your opinion. Me personally, I'm of the camp of like what you like, watch what you want to watch. I watch it all. I'm a fan of all of it. I'm a fan of professional wrestling. It doesn't matter what the company is. It doesn't matter what the letters are that come across my screen. I'm a fan of professional wrestling, and I will gravitate towards what I like. I like WWE. I like AEW. I like New Japan. I like GCW. I like Impact. I like NWA. The list just again, too numerous to count. The wrestling that I get a chance to watch, the people that I admire while watching it. Now, I'll say specifically to your point, being in the crowd at an AEW show for Dynamite and for Dark and all, it was an experience, man. It was something like it's unlike any experience I've ever had as a wrestling fan to be there and watch it live. It sucks you in, it pulls you in. Great quality content, superstars who just they put on a great show, and they really appreciate the fans. And there are other companies that do that as well. So it's just, but I really appreciated AEW and thought it was an amazing show, and I can't wait to get back. They need to come back to New Orleans like multiple times a year. Come on back and rotate it, because I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, that actually kind of leads into what my next topic was gonna be. The current state of pro wrestling is, I've talked with a few people how it might not be like Attitude Era popular, but with the sheer amount of choices, it's probably about as healthy as it's ever been. You can literally find a show just about every single day of the week. If you don't, and like you mentioned, and I'm in that same boat, if you don't like one thing, you can find another that you'll like. And then, like, everybody with hating on one company or another, I'm just somebody, like, if you put me in front of a wrestling show, I'll watch it. What are some of your thoughts on, like you kind of elaborate a little bit on the current state of wrestling, like the amount of choices and everything?
Well, I like to say it like this. When I go out to eat with my significant other, the beautiful Lisa, hey babe, if you're watching, when we go out to eat, one thing that we do is we'll get like a board as an appetizer. And what the boards have is just about everything. They have your meats, your cheeses, your nuts, your fruits, your dips, your sauces. They're all right there, and you get to taste and try everything. There may be some things on the board that you like more than others. You may like all of it, but you have options, and the things are there in front of you. You have Raw on Monday, NXT on Tuesday, AEW Dynamite on Wednesday, Impact on Thursday, Rampage and SmackDown on Friday, and you have your internet exclusive show. You have your NJPW, you have your NWA, you have all of these different things that you can watch all the time. What is it? Who is that guy? Bo Burnham, anything and everything all of the time. You can watch things all of the time. And you have the option to watch these things and enjoy these things and be enthralled by these things and dive into them as much as you would like. Again, there may be some things you like more than others. You may not watch Raw on Monday, but then you tune in for NXT on Tuesday because you love it. You may not watch any wrestling on Monday and Tuesday, but then you're diving into AEW on Wednesday, but on Monday and Tuesday, you're watching Dark Elevation. You have all of these different options for what you can watch and what you like and what you can dive into. So that's why I feel like professional wrestling is in a fantastic place right now, because you have all of these different options that you can really dive into and tune into. And if there's something that you don't like, fine. There's plenty of other things that you can tune into. So it's just, I think it's in a great place right now because, competition is good for professional wrestling.
That is definitely true. I agree completely. I don't necessarily watch NXT 2.0. I watch a little bit here and there, but my taste, people really love it, and more power to you. As far as things that you've done with wrestlers, some like the current crop, who are some that you haven't worked with yet that if you got the opportunity, you jump right on it? And I mean, you don't have to list everybody because it might, like my question about some of your favorites, it might take a little bit, but you maybe name off a few.
Well, you can honestly pick a name out of a hat for me. I just want to work with them. I really enjoy it. And if I could, because it's cool to get recognized by a lot of the guys, by a lot of the boys, but if I could, and the girls, but if I could work with some people in particular, Montez Ford and Bianca Belair just are at the top of it for me. You also have Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, just so many, Randy Orton, Matt Riddle, of course, Roman Reigns line. I am a Paul Heyman stan, so all day, every day. If you look over at AEW, getting the chance to work with a lot of the guys that I did was really cool. But if I could get to work with, dang it. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm blanking right now. If I could get the chance to work with the guys from the Elite, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Heyman Adam Page is one that I would love to work with. CM Punk, of course, you would love to work with him. Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs. I love Powerhouse Hobbs. Ricky Starks is another one that would just be outstanding. Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Christian Cage, the Blackpool Combat Club, the Acclaim, Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, Men of the Year, American Top Team, all of them. Like, just line them up, man. Like, it's hard for me to just say one name or two names because you end up with me listing the entire roster of people and who I would love to work with. I admire what they do. I appreciate what they do, and I'm just I dig it. I dig it a lot.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you there. I know when it comes to Warrior Wrestling in St. Louis, like some of the people they have on that card, I'm like, can I just talk to all of them? You know?
Yeah, like I'd love to Yeah, that would be great.
Because like I'll list off a few of them. Will Ospreay, he's their champ right now. Love to talk to him. They got Jeff Cobb gonna be there, Jonah, Athena, Warhorse. I actually met him once. Pretty cool dude. So like,
yeah,
when I was seeing the card, I'm like, can I just talk to all of them?
That would be really cool. Yeah, that's kind of the way I am with it. Just I could work with them all. It's well, almost all of them. But I'm love it.
Oh yeah, I have this thing that like, yeah, I want big names, but I'm willing to, if you're a wrestler and you're willing to talk to me, hey, cool. I got a platform. Let's go. Like I've been reaching out to I don't know how many people, and you mentioned something about getting recognized. I haven't even been doing this for too terribly long, and I even got recognized at a local show here. It was around intermission, and somebody came up. We started chatting. And he's like, "Hey, you a big like Drinkin'?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, no, that's me." Then I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
That's pretty awesome, man.
But when we kind of talked about some of the people you like to work with, what are some other things like with wrestling that you haven't done, like a wrestling bucket list, if you will, that you would like to do, like shows that you'd like to go to, maybe different places to travel for wrestling that you like?
I've actually never been to a WrestleMania. So that would be one that I would love to cross off my list fairly soon, would be to go to a WrestleMania. So that would be a big one for me.
Oh yeah, no, that's on right up there for me too. I know with WrestleMania being in California next year, I actually got introduced to independent wrestling when I was stationed in San Diego. So a lot of the people that I'm still in contact with down there are like, hey, if you wanna go, you got a place right here. So I'm like, I might have to bite on that one.
Yeah.
And me personally, my other one that I really want to do is, and as surprising as it might be for some people, I have never seen a cage match in person. And that's one that I really want. Like I've seen hardcore matches, I've seen ladder matches, but never a cage match.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Cage matches are awesome in person. So yeah, that's something you got to get to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely, there's one for Pro Wrestling Revolver in Des Moines, the promotion that Sami Callihan runs. They're July 9th going to be having a Cage of Horrors match. I'm like, if I can find a way to get to that one, I might have to do it.
Yeah, that would be one to definitely get to.
Yeah, I've been to one Revolver show before, and they put on a great product there. All right. So one thing I like to do to kind of round off the show is, you've probably seen similar stuff on Broken Skull Sessions. I like to do a little bit of a speed round. I name off some people, maybe a promotion, and then you give me your thoughts on them.
Okay.
All right. So to start off with, a guy that recently made a return to WWE after a while away in various promotions like New Japan, Impact, and a founder of AEW, Cody Rhodes.
Okay, I'm sorry. What am I supposed to be doing?
Oh, I name off some people and you give me your thoughts on those people.
Love him. Great guy.
Oh, yeah. Nope. I've had a little interaction with him on social media and nothing but pleasant. And I'm extremely happy to see that he is up to some pretty big things with WWE now. I know there's a lot of people out there that might not be so thrilled, but like you and I have both said, there's plenty out there to like. If you don't like him going to WWE, don't have to watch WWE. And
yeah,
with his match, you brought up wanting to possibly work with Seth Rollins. Both of their matches from WrestleMania and WrestleMania Backlash were pretty, for the lack of a better term, they're pretty bangers of matches. Like, they were intense and really great.
100% agree.
All right, next one. We kind of brought him up a little bit. The head of the table, Roman Reigns.
Hottest guy in the industry right now. Just doing great stuff. And I always enjoy watching it.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, there's always going to be those haters. But, I mean, to be honest, he's doing some of the best work of his entire career right now. He's hot as ever. And, I mean, right now he's Roman 2 belts.
Yes, right. Absolutely.
Next off, rather group of people that you've had some interaction with some of them, the Dark Order.
I think Dark Order is really cool, man. Just up and down the line. Just great talents, fun guys. It's really cool. Had some interaction with 10, as you mentioned, and he's just about as cool as it can get. So yeah, got real love for the Dark Order.
I'm a huge fan of them myself. Next off, the Young Bucks.
Tremendous talents. One of the best tag teams in the industry. Just great, always in fantastic matches. So it's great to watch.
Next, another team that you can definitely say kind of the same thing about, FTR.
Oh, amazing. Just real big fan.
Oh, yeah. Their match at Super Card of Honor against the Briscoes, it would be hard to convince me if that wasn't one of the matches of the whole Mania weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that whole Super Card of Honor show in general. But last but not least, Darby Allin.
Oh, man, just really enigmatic character. Love what he does, how it pops off the screen. Yeah, Darby Allin, he's fantastic. Great.
Oh, yeah. He's doing great things. He's got Sting there with him. They both seem to be having a lot of fun together. And it's awesome going into Sting there. It's awesome seeing him get a little bit of a resurgence in his career. And while it might be getting towards the end of his career, he's getting to end it on a little better of a note than how things ended when his WWE run came up.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that's about all I have. I want to give you a chance. What are some? You got any shows you're going to be heading to here relatively soon?
Yeah, I got some stuff with Bayou Independent Wrestling up here in North Louisiana and in Mississippi as well, and in Arkansas that we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks. So make sure you go to the website, Facebook page, search Bayou Independent Wrestling online to see where we're going to be next. And of course, Mr. Professor 318 on all social media. Give it a follow. It would be really cool if you did.
Oh yeah, and when I post the video, I'll definitely be posting links to all that, so everybody can go give you a follow.
Thank you, sir.
All right, like you said, that's about all I have. I want to thank you for taking the time to talk to me today, and best of luck on the shows coming up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.